Picture this. Two of China's biggest stars, Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo, known for their elegant costumes, emotional performances, and commanding screen presence, suddenly trading in their roles for racing helmets, roaring engines, and the unfiltered chaos of variety shows. It sounds like an alternate reality plot twist, yet here we are. What began as a daring career redirection is now an electrifying journey of self-reinvention, high-speed thrills, media buzz, and behind-the-scenes transformation. For months now, fans and industry watchers alike have bared witness to a shift. From costume dramas soaked in wuxia mysticism and sweeping landscapes to the rubber-burning, sweat-dripping world of motorsports and unscripted variety arena. This isn't just a side project. It's a statement that entertainers like Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo aren't bound to one persona, one genre, one lane. They're changing lanes altogether, and they're doing it at full throttle. The prologue, from idol to screen giant. Let's rewind. Xiao Zhan's journey began as a singer and idol trainee, later becoming the breakthrough star from The Untamed. His charm, voice, and presence made him a phenomenon. Wikipedia +1. Meanwhile, Wang Yibo likewise carved his path: actor, dancer, variety show talent, and more. Their reputations soared in television, films, singing, and endorsements. But the world of motorsport and variety shows? That used to be someone else's story. What changed? Perhaps the hunger to expand beyond. Perhaps the realization that staying in a single genre can become limiting. Whatever the impetus, the pivot is real. Enter the racetrack, when the suit turns into a helmet. Imagine the scene: a thunderous starting line, the roar of engines, the smell of heated tires. Wang Yibo strapped into a racing seat, visor down, ready for the countdown. The lights go green. He accelerates. He leans into corners. He battles competitors. For one who made his name in elegant costume dramas and idol looks, this is a radical change. Yet every second he spends behind that wheel feels charged with intent. It's not just for show. The motorsport world is real, punishing, unforgiving. Mistakes cost seconds, failures cost reputation. For beloved actors like Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo to step in, they're embracing risk in a new way. They're swapping emotional arcs for lap times, dialogue for decals, cameras for cameras of a different speed. One fan captured it. Wang Yibo's next race twist you can't miss. YouTube. The shift is more than gimmick. It frames them as multifaceted creators, willing to challenge public expectations, willing to uproot their image and plant it in a world of speed and spontaneity. Variety shows, from scripted actors to real-life beats. Parallel to the racing arc is the variety show metamorphosis. Traditionally, Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo were actors in heavily framed worlds, scenes, scripts, retakes. Now they're living in moments that cannot always be scripted. They're joining reality formats, spontaneous reactions, unscripted challenges, real human behavior. In one variety scenario, Wang Yibo appears on an outdoor exploration documentary, venturing into extreme terrains, pushing physical limits, and revealing his real-life grit. Wikipedia, the facade of polished actor? It's being peeled back, and audiences are taking note. On stage, in studios, on racetracks, their masks are changing, and in the process they're rewriting the actor-celebrity blueprint. Their media presence is not just about performing a character, but about revealing who they are when the cameras keep rolling. This is the kind of scene that makes headlines. A moment of candid laughter in the pit lane after a crash that could have cost them the race. A backstage clip showing Xiao Zhan trading his elegant suit for racing overalls, the leather smell, the helmet fog, the adrenaline flush. The variety challenge where Wang Yibo flinches at a stunt, then masks that reaction with a grin, a humbling human moment. When you place these pieces together, what you get is a mosaic of transformation, not just their careers, but how fans and media perceive them. They're no longer only the sleek idol or the epic drama hero. They're risk embracers, genre shifters, boundary movers. Why this matters: cultural vibes and fan ecosystems. In China's entertainment ecosystem, something interesting is happening. The idol actor star formula is being stretched. The audience is evolving, craving authenticity, craving novelty, craving cross-genre mashups. That's exactly what Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo are tapping into. Authenticity. Watching someone you know as that hero from your favorite drama, now sweating beneath racing lights brings a rawness. It's humanizing. Versatility. Their moves into new formats signal to industry peers and fans that they're not boxed in. They're not safe bets in only one style. Marketability. With motorsport appeal rising globally, crossover formats attract new viewers, new endorsements, and new kinds of prestige. Fan engagement. Their fans follow the transition, the drama days, the racing days, the variety days, and feel like they're witnessing a journey, not a static brand. This shift doesn't just serve the stars, it also serves the industry. It encourages production houses, networks, and brands to invest in hybrids. Drama stars doing reality stunts, idols doing real-life risk, actors doing unscripted chaos. And the result? Something fresh, something buzzworthy. Memorable scenes that make you gasp. Let's zoom into some scenes that will stick in your mind long after the commentary is over. These are moments that YouTube thumbnails relish and viewers rewind. A gust of wind catches Xiao Zhan as he steps out of a race car. His face, serene, betraying a flash of thrill and maybe fear. The roaring stands behind him. On a variety set, Wang Yibo standing atop a cliff, harnessed up for an extreme zipline. He waves to the camera, gives a small grin. Then let's go. Mid-air, the world blurs. He lands. He's alive. He claps. The crew cheers. Pit lane chaos. A miscalculated turn, Wang Yibo's car skids. The tires scream. He regains control. Exhales. The cameraman catches his fist pump. Backstage, Xiao Zhan removes his helmet. He's sweaty. His hair is messy. He wipes his brow. Then he smiles at the production staff. It's intimate. It's real. Variety show challenge. Both stars on the same set, colliding into comedic mayhem. Paintballs fly. They duck, dodge, laugh. At the end, Xiao Zhan helps Wang Yibo up after a slip. Off camera, a moment of camaraderie. These scenes don't feel manufactured. They feel extracted from life's tension and release. They bridge the gap between the superstar image and the human being underneath. The risks, the rewards, and what lurks behind the glam. Of course, this pivot hasn't come without risk. Fans of the earlier eras may not follow as eagerly into racing alleys. Critics may say it's a gimmick. Industry watchers will point out the difficulty of balancing diverse formats without diluting brand. For Xiao Zhan, whose acclaim has largely come from dramatic heft and vocal strength, the image of racer might feel distant from his core skill set. For Wang Yibo, though already comfortable with variety, the racing world demands physical training, mental focus, vulnerability. But that's the reward. By embracing risk, they gain credibility in new arenas, a renewed sense of challenge, and a broader audience header. Behind the glam, there are long hours in training, multiple retakes in unscripted show. It begins not with dialogue, but with sound, a thunderous, chest-rattling roar. The kind that makes the ground tremble before the heart does. The kind that doesn't belong on a film set, but on a racetrack. The camera pans slowly, dust rising like smoke in sunlight, and there, emerging through the haze, stands Wang Yibo, helmet under arm, eyes calm and focused, every inch the racer the world never expected him to be. And beside him, Xiao Zhan steps into frame, black racing gloves sliding over his hands, lips curling into that faint, cinematic smile that fans know too well. Two men who once ruled the silver screen as drama kings are now about to rule the tarmac as adrenaline icons. Welcome to the first act of their incredible transition, where the script burns and instinct takes over. The moment everything changed. It wasn't sudden, it was a quiet decision that thundered later. Between the glamour of red carpets and the long hours of filming, both stars have been searching for something new, something that tested not just their craft, but their limits. The entertainment world is glittering, but also repetitive. Scene after scene. Line after line. Lights, camera, action, and then cut. But on a racetrack, there is no cut. There is only speed, risk, and pure authenticity. The first time Wang Yibo slid behind the wheel of a professional race car, the cameras weren't even rolling.
It was a private test.
He adjusted his gloves, turned the ignition, and as the engine roared awake, his expression shifted. Not the playful grin of a variety show host, not the confident smirk of a drama hero, but something raw, something real. That was the birth of his second identity. When Xiao Zhan later joined the world of motorsport-themed variety filming, the chemistry was instant. The cameras captured what fans never expected. Two megastars unmasked, drenched in sweat, adrenaline coursing through their veins, facing not scripted danger, but genuine stakes. The scene that broke the internet. Picture this, a wide shot of the racetrack at dusk. The sky blazes orange, heat waves rippling over the asphalt. Wang Yibo's car, sleek, matte black, lines up beside Xiao Zhan's crimson-red machine. The flag waves. Engines scream. Tires bite the ground. Dust and wind whip across the lens. For 2 laps, it's a blur of motion. The crowd is on their feet. Every camera flash captures streaks of red and black. Then, in the 3rd lap, Xiao Zhan pulls an unexpected overtake, his car slicing past Yibo's in a maneuver so smooth it feels choreographed, but it isn't. It's instinct. In the control booth, directors and producers are silent, watching, spellbound. It isn't a performance anymore. It's transformation caught live. When the cars stop, the two step out, laughing, breathless. Yibo tosses his helmet toward Xiao Zhan and says, "You've been practicing." Xiao Zhan smirks. "You taught me well." The moment explodes across social media, fans dubbing it the Battle of the Untamed Racers. Millions of reposts, edits, music overlays, memes. That single shot of Xiao Zhan overtaking Yibo becomes legendary. When glamour meets grit, away from the roaring tracks, the transformation continues. We're used to seeing Xiao Zhan on glossy magazine covers, tailored suits, perfect lighting, elegance personified. But now, fans are seeing him in fireproof racing suits, grease smudged across his cheek, sweat dripping down his jaw. And somehow, it's even more magnetic. In one viral behind-the-scenes clip, Xiao Zhan leans against the hood of his car, chugging from a water bottle, laughing with a mechanic about his poor cornering technique. His charm hasn't changed, it's just more grounded now, stripped of perfection, layered with realness. Wang Yibo, on the other hand, is already known for his cool-headed precision. But racing brought out a new side. Focus intensified, personality sharpened by speed. During one documentary sequence, you can see him sitting silently in the pit area, eyes locked on a monitor replaying his lap. No entourage, no fanfare, just a man and his craft. That's the real magic, the quiet between the roars. The cinematic vibe of real life. Every frame of their transition feels like a film, except this time the story writes itself. One breathtaking sequence shows the two standing beside their cars as a sudden rainstorm hits the track. Crew members rush for cover, but they don't move. Xiao Zhan lifts his head, lets the rain hit his face. Wang Yibo chuckles, shaking his head, before revving his engine just for the thrill of the echo in the storm. Someone captures it in slow motion. The clip becomes a viral reel titled "Kings in the Rain." Fans describe it as poetry and horsepower. That's the power of this reinvention. It turns reality into cinema. No CGI. No filters. Just truth, speed, and two souls hungry for more. The message behind the machines. For Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo, this isn't just about engines and fame. It's about liberation. In interviews, they've both hinted at the same thing, wanting to live more genuinely. Acting gave them emotion. Music gave them voice. But racing, it gave them silence, focus, and something deeper, control. There's symbolism in that. On screen, they portray heroes bound by fate. In racing, they write their own. Every corner, every lap, every risk, it's theirs. It's as if the two have redefined celebrity. Not as people to be worshipped, but as humans to be witnessed. Not acting perfection, but living evolution. And that's what keeps viewers hooked. It's not just a career shift, it's a rebirth in real time. The future beckons. If the past year has been about experimentation, the next one feels like ignition. Rumors swirl of international racing circuits inviting Wang Yibo. Variety producers hint at a hybrid reality show featuring both stars training in Europe's toughest tracks. And fans? They're counting down. Every update feels like the next chapter in an unfolding epic. Not just of fame, but of freedom, of two men outrunning expectations, defying labels, and chasing something wilder than applause. Because here's the truth, fame is fast, but passion is faster. Scene fade out, the new era. Cut to the final shot. Night track lights flicker on. A camera drone hovers above as Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo line up their cars once more. No sponsors. No crowds.
Just them.
Engines purr in harmony. One glance shared between them. Then, full throttle. As they vanish into the night, the camera pulls back. The world blurs into streaks of light. A voiceover could easily say it. From the stage to the circuit, from scripts to speed, the story of Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo isn't about staying on track. It's about daring to create a new one. Clapperboard, and that's where you come in. If you love this deep dive into Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo's jaw-dropping transition from drama icons to racing legends, smash that like button, share this video with your fellow fans, and drop a comment below. Backhand index pointing right, who do you think would win in a real race, Xiao Zhan or Wang Yibo?